Okay, great to see you all. It's actually a very, very short notice meeting. I don't usually do that. Sometimes I give 1 hour, 2 hour notice, but this is like 30 minutes. And for the purpose of doing that, I wanted to see who is online, who is available, and who is working hard. So thanks for being here. If you are here, that means you have been active in the community and that deserves attention. Perfect. So let's get to the questions. If you have any question, make sure to put it down there. But let's start with media. Okay. You know what, guys? There's a problem with my laptop that keeps kicking me out. So let's continue here. I think it's easier here. So, do we have media on the call? Okay, media, you there? Come off mute. Let's talk. Tell me your problem.
Hello, Alex. Thank you for everything that you're doing. Following your blueprint. So I've got my first interview. It was a phone call, and that's a very like good company, a very important bank in Canada, in Toronto, and it went very well. And I just I just signed some forms in order to have the second interview. So I will have the second interview is already set, but I don't know exactly when. But the most important problem that they have is that they need specific programs that I know how to use it for testing um, the user experience uh, on the website, but I did not specifically use them, but I mentioned on my resume. So it's a little bit stressful for me, the second interview, because I didn't use them, but I know how to use them, but I don't know how to reframe it without like downsize myself because I can do that. I know that I can use them.
This is it. This is exactly what you will explain to them. Because what is a software?
Those are testing software, Discode, and testing, uh, blue testing. There are three different softwares
And
that
it's required by the job? Are this software
uh,
required by the job?
not exactly this one is required by the job, but it's written that we need someone that is
Okay,
capable of
so
doing testing.
right. So if you know how to do tests, as you just told me, your job would not be to show that you're a professional in that software, because if you do that, they will understand. I will know that you're lying. So the strategy here that we use is that you want to showcase that you're capable of
I'm not sure I
solving
understand.
information. Okay, and you already said that you are capable. So a lot of recruiters, they want to understand if you can solve problems. They want to understand if you are passionate enough to solve a problem, because in this world, especially with the softwares, you have Cloud, you have ChatGPT, you have AI to help you out. The question is, are you going to use them? Are you a fast learner? Can you learn it? So if you frame it in a way that you know 60% of the way, only 40%, it's normal, because even we use so many softwares, when you don't touch them for a while, you lose it. Then you have to refresh your mind. Then you have to get updated with the latest trend, with the latest updates. So it's always like that, especially when it comes to softwares. So you cannot say that some anybody knows 100%. No, you just the way you explain to me that you're capable of, you're familiar with the platform, you've touched it, but it's been so long, you just need a refreshment. You need to refresh yours. So if they see your ability in problem solving, that's all they need. You just have to show them that you have that ability problem solving, you have that mindset to be curious and stay curious and go solve the problem for them, that's all they give you the credit for. So good job. How
Thank you
long you
so
been with
much.
us?
I think less than a month.
Less than a month and you got an interview. Perfect.
Yeah.
And in the free community, because I always say we get a lot of results in the mastermind, but when I get results from you guys in the free community, I get super excited, uh, because we just prove our case. We just prove that this is possible. And I get a lot of people coming to me saying we secured job, we secured. So one person came to me on Instagram. She said, "I'm just following your content on Instagram and I got a job without even coming to the community." So it's amazing how many people are learning the techniques and secrets to jobs. Perfect. Do you have any other question for me?
No, I wanted to just thank you because, like, I got this job because of you. I just saw the Instagram, and even I think I was on the second video that I saw, like some of your videos. So it gave me the confidence to speak with someone that my work. I work in a general job in a restaurant. So when customer comes, I know like which kind of job they have, and they're very comfortable to speak with me. So I started to speak with them confidently, and that's where they began, oh, I can help you. I know the manager. I know the hiring manager. You just send me your resume. I can send them. Like that was something, it might not go further, but at least, I'm starting. So thank you.
Yeah, it's all about the numbers, right? So I always tell you, when you get one interview, don't get excited. When you get five interviews, don't get excited. Our goal is to have five interviews per week. So with the system that we give you to install on your LinkedIn, you get five interviews per week after 1 month. And almost all of our members are getting that. It's not like I say some members get some, but when it comes to offer, yes, you have to practice more to get those offers. But to get those interviews, you only need 1 month with my LinkedIn system. And that will give you five interviews per week, guaranteed, if you follow the blueprint step by step. But after that, then yes, how you perform in the interviews, how do you carry yourself, the attitude is the most important part. I was talking to another lady. She came to me and said, oh, because of your training I got an interview at the General Motors, GM, and but I failed the interview. And when I was talking to her, I realized, she said, I'm good at that, I'm technical, this perfect, I don't know what's wrong with them, they failed. I said, you got an attitude problem. And she said, what is attitude? She didn't know what attitude is after getting a PhD in North America. I was like, you don't know what attitude is? And she said, no. I said, that's your problem. You have an attitude, and it doesn't come across well in North America. If you have an attitude, people don't like you. People don't want you to be around them, because the moment they hire you, you will be around them 8 hours a day. Who wants to put up with somebody with the attitude 8 hours a day? Even if you're the best technical person in your field, nobody wants to work with you because you're just annoying, right? So very important that, and I know a lot of people don't, they're not annoying, but they don't know how to carry themselves. So they come across as an annoying person. They come across, if you try to be a hero all the time, a lot of people just think that if they go to interviews, they have to be heroes. They talk about, oh, I was the best. No, North America is about teamwork. The moment you go to the hero mode, everybody dislike you. Nobody wants a hero in the workplace anymore. Maybe, yeah, maybe 100 years ago it was fun, but today in modern world, you just need to collaborate, learn to look at this meeting. How many people are on camera? Only you and me. That sucks. That means people just consumer. They just want to consume information and go. But this is not how we build this community. This community is two-way road. You consume, you give back. That's how you go level up. That's how you learn how to network, right? The moment you start treating this as a Netflix, coming and listening and going, doing nothing, nothing happen. You might get a job. Don't get me wrong. People get jobs because you learned a new way of applying, but you won't become somebody, because what we teach in mastermind specifically is that how you go up the ladder. Getting the job is the first step. How to fix all of your soft skills, all the problems, all the technique, how to become a fast learner, how to learn AI in today's world, how to make sure that you don't get laid off. These are the important skill set that we're talking about. How, when you have a job, you go up, you become a director, you be able to manage a session, you be able to manage other people, you be able to give a public speaking. So these are the important things that will build your brand. Because when I talk about branding, a lot of people think that, okay, branding is I have a good profile picture and I have a good bio and that's it, I have a brand. No, branding is way, way, way deeper than that. Branding is how to carry out yourself every single day. What is your message to the world, and how consistent you can be at it. A lot of people in this community, they come day one, they put their commitment there. I do this for the next 3 days. Then you go back 3 days, they're disappeared. Okay, what happened? You just committed 3 days ago to do this for next 3 days and then do this for 30. How come you disappeared? Given we are sending you emails every day, we are sending you notifications every day, we're going live twice a week, 3 times a week, on the other community twice a week, in this community once a week, and then random calls, 2 random calls. So we are uh, pushing everybody super hard so they stay consistent, so they know that there is a lot of people working hard, so they, just by looking at us, they learn how the ethics works. They understand about the ethics of working hard. Because if you're not working hard, first of all, you cannot get a 100K job. Second of all, even if you get the 100K job, you cannot keep it. You'll be laid off or you'll be fired, or they use different excuses not to have you anymore. So that's why everybody is going through a transformation. This is the transformation. You go through it. You when you start changing patterns. So when you start showing up in the meetings, talking, delivering, we have a lot of people. We have something called Alex Masters. You probably don't know about it. It's in the mastermind. So Alex Masters is for people to come up with ideas to talk about, to be put on the spotlight, to be questioned, and they have to deliver a speech off the cuff, like totally random. And the type of pressure you go through in those meetings will build you. First time is really hard, second time less hard, third time, after 10 times you become a master and you can control the room. And then people get uh, uh, different opportunity to hold the meeting, to lead those meetings, to lead their own sessions, to come up with different campaigns. So the more you do this, because it's a safe environment, the more you understand about the culture. You more understand about how to show up professionally in the workplace, in the community. It's all the same, right? Because right, we are trying hard to filter out people who are not a good fit for our community. And this is a community of professional people, as you see. Day zero task be. Everybody are talking about who they are, what they've done, and everybody is super accomplished, right? A lot of immigrants, a lot of people been traveling around the world. They're all accomplished people. And but what's happening? The world is changing. What's happening? The hiring scene is changing. AI is affecting it. So there's so many new things in the world that people need to learn. And it all comes from being consistent. If you're not consistent, especially with the speed that the world is going, with the AI, with the changes in the exactly as you said, you're learning a new software every day at the job. You need to learn a new thing in that software. It's not easy. I'm learning softwares every day, different softwares, and the moment you learn it, there's a new rollout, there's a new version, then you have to learn again, then you have to learn again. So it's an never ending process. And if you understand this alone, you can convince the hiring manager or anybody that's talking to you that, hey, this is the new world and this is how we work. So then you go from a position of how can I convince them I know this tool, you go from how can I teach them the new world software works. And by that you position yourself in a better place, that they will look up to your answer and say, okay, she knows better, let's listen to her. You know, this is how you need to frame the idea of, okay, where is the, you need to, first thing you need to think about is that, okay, for this software, where is the software is going? How the scene will look like in 5 years on this software, on any software with the integration with AI. You talk about that and see if they give you an offer or not, right? This is how you approach problems. And this is the transformation that happens because people come here without knowing nothing, and people don't know what they don't know. This is the problem of many people. A lot of things, if you know what you don't know, that's fair. You go ask ChatGPT, you realize. But the problem is when you don't know what you don't know, you cannot find the answer to that. This is what we come into the place. And the system, it's not me telling you. I don't do one-on-one coaching. Everybody knows. The system will tell you. We have a system in place. When you follow the blueprint, you will see your blind spot. When you do the task as I tell you, other people will come tell you about their experience. And it's a collective mindset that works here. It's a lot of people getting trained by me and then doing the task, collecting knowledge and experience from the real market, and now they're helping each other. This is the beauty of the system that works perfectly, and we built it. So it's very important also to keep the standard high, to keep the quality high, to make sure that the people who are working here are eligible people. Don't get misled. The number one worry I have in the free community is that people get misled by each other because there's too much information we cannot track anymore. So if you ask a question and somebody comes and answer you, we don't know if that answer, we don't have time to go through the answers, and we don't know if you get the right answer from a random person who is not trained by us. So that alone could take change your angle, and one degree in your angle changes, you go from this direction to that direction, and that's the risk we need to solve for. But in mastermind, it's not like that. In mastermind, everybody comes, they get trained by me. There is one blueprint, everybody has to follow the blueprint, and then people experience different things within that blueprint, and then they share the experiences. Whereas they, in free community, people share their questions and their assumptions, right? If somebody tells you do this, that's an assumption. It's not credible. If somebody has done it, get results, and now they're sharing the result based on that's credible. So this is the difference. Shaparak, do you have any question? You're the only person I see on the call aside from media.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Hi, and thank you for all the information you share every single day. Um, I just joined the community, like it's a week, and I'm just getting so many information about everything. I'm still confused. I have a job. I'm very happy with my job, but um, right now that I just have a chance to ask a question, it's just a random question. I need to know how can I negotiate about my raise every year because they just give us a raise and they don't listen or they don't really pay attention to what qualifications each of us have. And then the other thing is, um, I'm working for a corporate office and I travel for work. So they don't really see us. I just travel from home to the facility they send me. I'm a healthcare worker. And then a week after, I go back home. Sometimes I work from home. So they don't really see us. They don't know um, how how knowledgeable I am or somebody else is about the work we're doing. Um, we just do the job and that's it. So, and whenever I want to talk about it with somebody, people around me, they say, "Oh, be careful with the corporate office. They are targeting you, and don't mention several things or um, don't talk about the things that you know because sometimes." it just puts you in the position that they target you and they get rid of you. If they know you have the knowledge and you might be more capable about doing some stuff, and then you're going to be in danger. So, um, just now that I have this chance to ask the question, maybe it's not a good
Yeah, no, no,
time.
it's totally fine. Because when it comes to corporate, politics and culture are very important. You have to play the game right, and you have to understand the culture of where you're playing the game. Uh, you probably should have a manager for performance reviews and all that. So there is that. It's not that they don't see you; they see you on those performance meetings, and that is something you need to pay attention. But overall, if you think that you need a raise, they don't give it to you. That is a totally separate conversation because most of the corporates they are systematic. It's not like because
Mm,
you are better, you work harder, they give you a raise. No. Although if you are uh, eligible for that, although if you deserve it, it doesn't mean that they give it to you, because the moment they give it to you, there are 100 other people that they need to support and give money to, extra bonuses. So they don't do it for the keeping the culture for everybody equal, right? So that's one thing. So you need to understand the ranges, the culture that you work for. That's why we always say in North America, if you want the higher salary, you need to change your job. If you stay at one job, don't expect too much unless you know a way to change your position, which is not the case for you as a healthcare worker. So best bet is to change job multiple times. That's how people I've seen a lot of people in the industry. A lot of people start with 70K. After 10 years, their salary at 2%, 2.5% every year, it goes to 95, 100K after 10 years. I see the same people start with 70, change their job next year, go to 80, change their job next year, go to 95, change their job next year, go to 120 in 5 years. Whereas if you stayed in one place, you go to 100 in 10 years. So the strategy is to change your job, but is it good? I don't know. It depends on your personal preference. Stability, if you stay in one job, you get more credit, you become senior, they like you, they keep you. But if you keep moving, you earn more, but at the same time, you're not as stable. They don't look at you as a stable resource. But at the same time, you learn the techniques to change your job. So it becomes easy for you to get a job. Like the things that we teach you, because I've changed so many jobs exactly
yeah,
because I wanted a higher salary. I did it, they didn't give it to me. I just changed my job and I got a better salary. Change. I changed it a few times. And I got into consulting and I was doing consulting work, contract roles. So I did a lot of things in my career. And that's how I learned. And I was in the HR side as well. So I had a exposure to the back end the system. I knew what other people are doing. So I've seen 100 Shaparak profile. I know all these Shaparak 1, 2, 3, how much they're making and how they're growing. What are the strategies they're doing? There are definitely strategies you can use. It's out of the scope of this call. But in general, if you want a higher salary, you have to change your job. And then when you start doing that, you learn the techniques that we teach in Mastermind is exactly that. How to change your job super fast. How to get multiple offers super fast. How to get lots of interviews super fast.
I see.
And people become very independent. Most of my students, they come stuck 7 years in a job. I had a client, Ramin. He came to me 7 years in a job. He started with 55. He was making about 80K. And he had 2 kids. I was like, how you live with 2 kids with 80K and your wife is not working? And then he learned the secrets in less than a month. He was so happy. There is an interview somewhere with him. He was super happy. He was telling me, I now have secured 3 job offers over 135,000 because now I know how to do this. So he went from 80 to 100. It's like 50K increase in 1 month, right? That's fantastic. He was super happy because he was able to get a bigger house, bigger car, serve his family better. And he didn't like the toxic environment he was working at. Why this happens? Because I give you the 15 years of experience in HR and changing jobs and all that in a nutshell. And apparently I'm good at that. I'm good at teaching. I can deliver good. So you guys go through the 7 days challenge, you understand what I'm talking about. Because I gave you everything. It's just that some people needs extra insiders. Some people wants to go from a mindset of, okay, 100K is good for me, to no, I'm worth 150K. I want that extra 50 as well. And I want like a better workplace. Then yes, then I will take you and bring you to mastermind, because mastermind is like a better university. It's like you're studying now. I'm picking you, taking you to Harvard because you are a high performer. Mastermind is exactly that. So if you're a high performer and you meet the basics, then yes, we can have a conversation. You book a call, we have a conversation with me or our mentors, and then we see if we can help you. And if we can help you make that extra 150K, it's a win-win-win for everybody. We take a cut of that, you make 150K, the community is happy, everybody's happy. So this is a perfect business model we have. We help you for free until you get to a standard, a baseline. Once you get to a baseline, you want more. And then we share with you on that more, right? Okay, guys. It was a very short notice meeting. I'm still surprised that a lot of you showed up and joined. It was a good conversation as well. And hopefully on Sunday, we can dive deeper into a new webinar that I'm working on. So make sure to attend the Sunday call and see you soon. Take care. Have a great rest of the day.